Hey guys, it's Esteban with Incognitistic again, and I just wanted to talk about PTSD and how it shows up for a lot of us. And the PTSD can come from a lot of areas, and sometimes it's complex post traumatic stress disorder. And that one typically comes from people who are loved ones or very close to you. So that is a very niche one that is common amongst us because oftentimes the people closest to us will act very negatively towards us for one reason or another, whether it's a parent that is disappointed that we are neurodivergent, or a parent who doesn't really know any better and feels like we're just failing them in life. Uh, or it could be a spouse who is upset that you're presenting with these uh, behaviors and traits that you, although you had them before, maybe you were masking a lot early on in the relationship and became comfortable with expressing who you really are, and the behaviors and traits were taken as something negative, because oftentimes they can be seen as that and felt as that by the partner and by others. And so that's a couple of the ways that the complex post traumatic stress disorder can come into play. And then just PTSD in general comes into play with a lot of different facets in life, like having to navigate a world that is not exactly friendly to neurodivergent people, navigating government and social systems that are not friendly towards neurodivergent people, and also just getting along in life as a neurodivergent person without uh, the knowledge and resources of getting accommodations or any sort of help to navigate life in a positive manner. There's a high percentage of suicide rates amongst neurodivergent people because mainly because of the fact that we can't get ourselves resources to help us with depression, anxiety, PTSD, and that statistic alone uh, means that it can really be traumatizing vicariously through that stat, that that's a real possibility for you as a neurodivergent person. However, as as we get along in the years, um, we survive that, but it doesn't make us exactly safe from it. So it's always important to get a lot of resources for yourself and kind of have them in the back burner ready to go in case you get to that dark place. And PTSD doesn't help getting out of that dark place. However, PTSD can be managed. And for instance, I talk about my ketamine treatments quite a bit, and they helped. Do I still have some triggers and depression, anxiety? Yeah, I do. But that treatment made it a lot more manageable for me. There are a lot of different treatments you can try, and they're available. Sometimes they're expensive, sometimes they're not, depending on where you live and what kind of benefits you have. But at the very least, it doesn't hurt to reach out to look for these resources and see if you are able to have them for yourself. So, in a nutshell, post traumatic stress disorder is a disorder where you, as somebody who has gone through a traumatic experience, are feeling negative emotions behind it when you access the memory or when you're triggered by something that helps you access the memory. And these negative emotions, like anxiety, depression, grief, anger, rage, hatred, I mean, the list goes on, are something that can be manageable. And just one of the things that PTSD is famous for is being sporadic. And with that, I mean, like sometimes you're able to function just for no apparent reason, and then all of a sudden, without warning, you'll be triggered and you'll be bedridden or stuck in your house because of the anxiety or depression. And, you know, like I said before, if you are suffering through that, you're not alone, and there are several resources that you can use to manage that. Therapy, talk therapy can help. Like I said, the ketamine treatments, other psychedelic treatments help very much, especially for autistic people and people with ADHD. And, there's other meds that can be used as well that are more traditional, like SSRIs, but you won't know if they work until you try them. And the first step is reaching out to get support, whether it's from a friend, whether it's from your insurance benefits, from your works, if they have an ombuds person for health. There's a lot of angles. There's also community organizations that'll help, and a lot of online organizations. So reach out if you need to, and obviously, if you want, you can go ahead and reach out to me, and I can do my best to help you out. Anyhow, hope you're doing well, and I know this is a heavy topic, so just take some time to debrief and process. Take care.